Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Well, as you can tell, it's winter. We're in Grand Rapids, and we're with Don Kern, who just directed the very first Groundhog Day Marathon. And you had just a little bit of snow.
We had just a little bit of snow. It worked out perfectly. It was the probably the biggest 2-day snowfall we've had in about 10 years around here. We had, somewhere between 1.5 feet and 2 feet of snow over the course of 2 or 3 days. And it was just fresh and fluffy and ready for people to run in last Saturday.
So what kinds of footwear did people come with?
We had people out there in the yak tracks and the other traction footy things. A lot of people just wearing their trail shoes, having a good time, and wearing some gaiters and stuff just to kind of keep the snow out of their shoes. It didn't always work, but there was a lot of people coming off the course just thinking this was a great run.
So you had a few loops, and that's what made it kind of a groundhog-like atmosphere, right?
Yeah, it was really about, kind of like the movie when Bill Murray had to experience the same day over and over and over again. We had to go through 4.4 miles of a course, and then you went back out and did exactly the same thing. We had mile markers 1, 2, 3, 4 on the course. That was all that was out there. And so they got to have the same experience 6 different times that day, and just had a ball while they were out there doing it.
So among the other things that were kind of new and different is you went green on this.
Well, yeah, we went green. We kept all our aid stations very minimal. We didn't have very much out there in the way of trash or anything. We probably got rid of 20 or 30 garbage bags total is all. But everything was very, very clean. Everything was cleaned up immediately. We were off site at 5 o'clock and everything was totally done. And
registrations themselves were also kind of green, weren't they?
Yeah, we went green with we didn't print any application forms. I don't know that I'd do that next year, but we're trying to get everybody used to this online registration stuff, and it seemed to work pretty good. We had almost filled up our field. We were trying to get 500 for the full and a half marathon. I think we can go a little bit bigger based on the course that was out there, so maybe next year it'll be a little bit bigger.
Well, talk a little bit about the course.
The course was at Millennium Park. At the east end of Millennium Park, actually, right by the park headquarters. We started there, we ran out, we followed some of the mire trails that were just put in 3 years ago. We went out and then we took the trail down through the swamp and hit the old Kent trails, came back in, crossed the finish line after 4.4 miles, and we went around a little pillar and got a little juice and water there at the turnaround, and some pickles and some cookies and some pretzels and stuff, and headed back out and did the same thing again. So they all got to really enjoy this great trail system we've got here. Kent County Parks was awesome in putting this on for us. We got there, I got it there at 5 o'clock Saturday morning. They had plowed everything for us in spite of the fact we had 8 inches of new snow overnight. It was awesome the way they helped us.
So really, the whole course was on the trails and not on the road, so they didn't have to worry about that.
Right, we had no road crossings, no cops, no closing down anything, no barricades. It was a wonderful event.
So, the very first year, you happened to be on a Saturday. What happens when Groundhog Day moves to different days of the week?
Well, when Christmas moves to a different day of the week, we just celebrate Christmas anyway. And we're planning to do that next year. Of course, we have a Sunday. We got one more time on a weekend to build our following a little more. But I think we're going to look at going into the week once it gets on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
And maybe make it later in the day after work, that kind of thing, or just afternoon and people play hooky?
No, I think we'll just, like I said, treat it like a holiday. Nobody works on Christmas either, so we're trying to make Groundhog Day into that here in Grand Rapids.
I think you're off to a really good start. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a great event. Hope to see everybody out this coming year, February 2nd, of course, 2014.